So this might just be the mic I've been looking for. This is the BOYA Magic Mic, and before we talk about anything else, I want to go ahead and do, the actual mic test. And I would like to give a big thank you to BOYA for sponsoring this video with no strings attached. So this is all my honest opinions of their product. All right, so this is the mic test on my S24 Ultra. So this is what the mic sounds like when you connect it to a phone, and that, it actually works with the phone as well. So I just connect their USB Type-C receiver to my S24 Ultra, and then, it's hooked up. The blue light is on, so this is just the regular audio. I don't have noise canceling on. But now I have noise canceling on, so now you can hear what this audio sounds like with noise canceling on with my S24 Ultra. So with any smartphones, it's the same mic, so it shouldn't make a difference, but in case it does, you'll know. All right, so the audio you're listening to is coming from the camera. So I have the BOYA mic connected to the camera now. So the audio you're listening to is coming from the camera. So you can tell how well it works with the cameras. I mean, it should be the same as like any other because it's the same mic, but this is also, a good test just to make sure that it does work with the camera. So the audio you're listening to right now is from my M1 MacBook Pro. And now I'm going to switch over to the BOYA mic, and you can really hear the difference. This is what the mic sounds like without anything. So I do have a heater in the background, so I'm sure you can hear it. So that was the heater. And now I am going to enable noise canceling. So when noise canceling is on, it turns green. So now this is noise canceling is on, and I'm hoping you can hear a difference. I'm hoping you can't hear the fan anymore or the space heater, but it is really close to me, so it may or may not be able to cancel it out, but I hope it does. If noise canceling is good, it should be able to. The other thing I want to see is if it makes any difference from like having it as a handheld or the clip-on. So now I'm going to take it off and do clip-on. So I'm going to disable noise canceling, and then I'm going to take it out of the handheld mode. So now I'm going clip-on. So right now, this is what the clip-on sounds like. Well, I'll actually clip it on. So this is what clip-on sounds like without noise canceling. And then I'm gonna... And now this is what noise canceling on. I'm sure it turned green. I can actually see it on the receiver or the transmitter that it's green. So, but yeah, so this is like a good test for you to know how the mic sounds like, and hopefully, this is something you like. All right, so as you've seen, this mic works across all your devices, your phone, tablet, computer, and even your camera. It's like pretty much compatible with everything, and it does a solid job overall. The noise canceling on this thing is top of the line. Seriously impressive, especially like when you have it on, it blocks out background noises extremely well. And personally for me, without noise canceling, as you've heard, like it will pick up every little sound around you. So for me, that's a big deal because I'm recording in the basement where I can hear people moving upstairs or the laundry machine running. So with noise cancellation on, all of that is gone, and it just keeps my voice, which is crisp and clear. So honestly, in my environment, noise canceling is a must, and if you are recording somewhere where it's quiet, the regular mode will work just fine. But if your surroundings are noisy like mine, the noise canceling makes a huge difference and really impressed me overall. Like this is what I was looking for. So overall, I think this mic is very impressive. We're talking top tier audio here. In fact, I would say it can hold its own against many high-end options like DJI mics, at least based on my testing. And I would also like to add, like, my M1 MacBook mic is really good, so this also made like a good comparison. So in my tests, I have seen, at least from the clips that I just shared, that the mic is either the same as my MacBook mic, if not better. When it comes to the design for the BOYA mic, I really like the design because it comes in like 4 different forms. You can transform it from, the clip-on to the tabletop to the handheld, and lastly, you can also use it for like camera mic as well. So you can do all 4 of those with the same mic, and especially like, the design. It's a mic like this when it's in the case. So the case itself is serving as a mic along with, charging as well. And then in here you have the actual mics, and these are the transmitters. And these are super tiny. I mean, I really like it. These are super tiny and kind of cute. So you got 2 of these, so there's another one in here as well. I'll just take out one for now. So you can take it out of the case and use it as a clip-on. So now it's a clip-on. I can clip on to my t-shirt anywhere. It's very small, it's super light. It's very compact. I can also just hold it like this if I want as well. But that's more for the handheld like this. You can use it as a handheld like this. So I love the fact that it transforms into like 4 different, ways of using it. I love the fact that it has magnets. So there are magnets for these connectors that you connect to your phone or your computer, depending on whichever device you're recording it on. and that is also super nice. Another design aspect I like these buttons, these clickable buttons. What they do for this one turns on like the handheld mic mode. You can also press it to activate like noise cancellation, and that works very nice. And like everything has this little button, and I really like the design of it. It's very simple, very minimalistic, you know, super modern, and it feels nice. So it feels nice to actually click it. So the mic also comes with like 2 of these covers. So this is like a wind cover, and this is just like a regular cover if you want to use it on your desk. I think it makes sense, or like as a handheld. So that's also nice. And the other cool thing is it comes with this very, you know, compact stand for your desk. So you just mount the camera or the mic on this, and, you know, orient it however you want, and you can fully adjust all that however you want it, you know, tighten it, and now, you know, here I have it. So now it has transformed into something I can just put on my desk and record that way. So I really like the overall transformable design, because this is really cool. Like everything comes apart. Like I can disassemble this and connect it to my camera, and then I don't think I did it right. But so I like how everything's like in pieces, so you can kind of take whatever off, whatever you need to take off. Yeah, so I can take it off like this, and then I can attach this mount to my camera, and then now, you know, now I will have a camera mic as well. So this just like slides in here. All right, did the part not come off? Oh no, it needs a little bit of a gap. And then you can just connect it to your camera like so. And now, you know, I have a mic for my camera, and I can start recording with my camera outside with such a better mic than, you know, the built-in mics are usually not the best in cameras and stuff like that. So the fact that this transforms into 3 different things, and every different form of it is very solid, very well built. Like this is very good material. And like I said, I love the integration of magnets in all of this. So this goes in here like using magnets, so it's magnetically connecting. This connector here also goes here using magnets. And then there's actually like a magnet piece here, which you can take off and connect to the inside of your shirt, and then you can attach the mic anywhere on you, which is also, you know, such a neat feature. And like personally, I love magnets, so this is like already one of my favorite mics I've tested so far because of that. Yeah, so there's just magnets all over the place, and I think the design, the engineering that went into this is like mind-blowing to me, because I just, you know, I enjoy tech like that. So the whole transform design, the whole compactness of everything. And there's a ton of other stuff that comes in with it. Like you got these wind muffles, you have the, I believe this is the receiver, so whenever you're connecting it to another device like your computer or your camera, you use the receiver. Also comes with another lightning connector, so if you want to use it on your iPhone. So I do have like an older iPhone, so iPhone 12, which doesn't have a USB Type-C, so I could use this on my iPhone. And yeah, so it comes with a ton of stuff. So it also has the cables. You give USB Type-C to USB Type-C, you have USB Type-C to USB Type-A, so it doesn't matter what device you're using. And then it has the aux to aux for camera. So I believe the package that I have, this is the content creator bundle. And so this came with everything you need for the most part. So overall for the design, I would honestly 10 out of 10 for the design. The whole transform, compactness, and modern technology, USB Type-C for charging, and like the magnets integration, everything's just super smooth in terms of changing forms. Like you want to go from like a, you know, tabletop mic to a camera mic, you can easily do that. Or go from like a handheld mic to a clip-on, you can easily do that as well. So I think the team at BOYA did such a good job on the design. Like this is super cool. This is the first time I'm seeing a mic like this that can do all 4, you know? I'm definitely going to use this for like, you know, all those different purposes, or voiceovers, or recording on the go, for if I ever do interviews, like I can use this. So this is like, it really hits the bullseye in terms of functionalities. Like it does everything. So this is like a one mic for all. So this is like one for all, and you're good. When it comes to the battery life, you get 6 hours on each of the transmitters, and then you get 30 hours with the case. So with the charging case, you're getting 30 hours. So if you're using like as a handheld when the mics are in the case the whole time, now you're getting 30 hours. And all I really need is like, an hour. I'm not gonna go record for 30 hours straight. So this will probably last me, weeks to 2 weeks, depending how often I use it to record. So there's no issues in battery life. I think it has top-notch battery life. There is a smartphone application for it, and that shows you when you activate noise canceling, or the output gain. You can control that. You can even control the transmitters in terms of if you want it on or if you want it off, or if you want to turn on the LED lights, if you want to turn off the LED lights. You can control the receivers and also various other settings. So overall, I think the software is also very polished, pretty neat. But for the most part, I'm just going to probably just use it for making sure noise cancellation is active if I ever need to check that. They also have a EQ customization option, so you can do that. They have options that you can set it to, like vocal boost or low cut 75 hertz or low cut 150 hertz, stuff like that. So overall, the application is really good. They also have various camera gain presets. So they have presets for Sony cameras, for Canon, for Panasonic, and Nikon. So they have all these other settings. So if you want to use it for like a professional camera or any camera in general, they have most of the top cameras here covered. So overall, I think the smartphone application is really good. It does what you need it for. It does the basics, and it also has some pro level settings if you really need that. Personally, I'm not going to mess with the app too much. Mainly will use it if I ever use the mic with my phone. So I'll probably control mainly just noise canceling. So I'll probably just activate noise canceling, but I probably don't need to because they have the buttons on the device itself to activate noise canceling, turn it on, turn it off. You don't necessarily need the app, but if you are using it on your phone, you can monitor those settings with the app with the mic, So it's a nice added feature. If you just want the mic, so the 2 transmitters and then a single receiver, you're looking at $90. But if you want multiple receivers, so you have the USB Type-C, you have the Lightning, and then you have one where you can connect it to your camera, then you're looking at $130. And this one does not include the stand. I wish it did, which kind of sucks. So I wish it's included the stand, but you can buy a separate bundle where it does include the stand, and that's $150, which I feel like is a bit pricey. Or you could just buy the stand alone. You can just buy the stand itself, which is $30. I wish it was included in the $130 bundle, because that's a good deal, but it's not. But many of you might not even need all the accessories. You may just need the USB Type-C, because most smartphones these days have USB Type-C, and then you just need the 2 transmitters, which are the mics. And then this also serves as the handheld. So that's all I would personally need, but having all the other accessories is nice to have. So just considering the mic and the single transmitter, I think this is a good deal. So $90, especially for the quality, and the noise canceling is really good. So overall, I think it's a good mic and well priced for these 2 options here. But with the stand, it does become a bit expensive. But overall, I think it's totally worth it for what the mic does, and in terms of being able to use it in multiple situations, for multiple applications. All in all, I believe the BOYA Magic Mic is a great mic, both from design to functionality to the application that's available for it. What I really like about the device is the fact that it can transform into 4 different forms, and you can use it on your phone, tablet, laptop, camera. So the ability to use it in any situations, in any possible applications for the mic is great, because now you have all-in-one device that can transform into different possible situations or applications that you want to use it for. But at the end of the day, all we really care about the sound quality, and the sound quality is amazing. And especially when you have noise canceling on, it will definitely reduce every noise around you, and you can hear your voice crystal clear. Having said all this, I would highly recommend the BOYA Magic Mic. If you're in the market for a mic, this is definitely something I would highly recommend. Well, that's it for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell icon. As always, have a superb day, and thanks for watching.